Hello, I'm going to show you how to open and close the drawer and store in Cache Footprint. First thing we need to do is check our settings, make sure we have everything set up properly. We're going to want to check out our starting amount for our drawer. Typically, I advise around $150 to $200 in the drawer, so you have enough ones, you have enough fives, and a bunch of change. If that amount varies every day, you can have the system ask you for your starting amount before you start your first transaction. So as soon as you start processing a sale, it's going to say, hey, hold on a second, what's the starting amount of your drawer? If you don't want it to ask you that every time and you use a specific standard amount, just enter that amount in. I'm going to put in $150 and I'm not going to have it ask me every time. The next thing we want to do is set up our closing procedure. What's our default report printer? Now this will be for any report you run as well as your end of day reports. The X-out report at this time is the only one that can use the receipt printer. So at the end of somebody's shift, they're going to close the drawer. And when they close the drawer, it's going to print out a receipt that has all the amounts that they tendered throughout the day, the number of sales, how much they should have, things of that nature. So this is where you would set up what reports you want to print. I want an X-out report. I want it to use the default report printer, which is the report printer above. And when I close the store completely, that means I've X'd out all of my employees, all the drawers are closed and totaled and reconciled. I'm going to close the store, marking that the end of the day. So I want to print out a Z report. That's going to be a summary of all the X outs. And I want to show a sales report for all my sales for the entire day. I specifically don't want a void report because, say, you don't do a lot of voids. And the export printed closing reports, you can specify a location where you want these reports saved to. So if you want to use a Google Drive or a SkyDrive, something like that, you can go ahead and have those reports exported to that drive in the PDF format. So you can view them from any computer anywhere in the world. So now that we have all our settings configured, I'm going to go ahead and do a sample sale, just a simple cash sale, just so I have something in the system. There we go. So now I've done a sale and I'm done with my shift, so I'm going to X out. You go up to File, Close Terminal, and Reconcile the Cache Drawer, and X out. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to count through the drawer, make sure everything is accounted for. I know that I have 1,073 pennies in there. So I've got my starting amount, the amount I did for a transaction, and if you have any other transactions going on in here, looks like I may have done an adjustment in my sample earlier, so that's off a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and that's going to print out the X-out report. And now that I've X'd out the system, I want to do Z out for the end of day. So let's go up to File, Close the Store. When I run this, what it's going to do is it's going to print out my Z out report, which is a summary again of all the X outs. It's going to print out my sales reports. And if you have the export option selected, it will export out to whatever location you've decided. So that's it for opening and closing a store. If you have any questions, you can call us at 855 Lot Hill or shoot us an email, product.support@lothill.com. Thank you.